Hi folks, Jim Campbell here with the Aero-News Network. We've just gotten our first look at the third quarter GAMA stats. GAMA, of course, being the General Aviation Manufacturers Association. Today, Monday, they're in the process of disseminating that information. Let's take a real quick look at what we have here and try to do some quick analysis on where we stand as an industry. For the record, manufactured worldwide, that's all markets, US and otherwise, that report to GAMA, we're looking at 436 airplanes sold in Q3, over 419 in Q2, and 372 in Q1. That's pistons, turboprops, jets, the whole 9 yards. It's 190 piston airplanes, 246 turboprops and jets. In the case of piston, 190 is down from Q2 of 199 and close to Q1 of 188. In turboprops, 246 is up significantly over Q2 of 220 and way up over Q1 of 184. For the moment, within the United States, our direct markets showed, especially in the piston arena, 144 airplanes, 128 of them are single-engine piston, 16 multi-engine, and 136 turboprops and jets. Q3 over Q2 is about the same and somewhat better Q3 over Q1. Breaking it down by manufacturer, and some of the folks that you know, American Champion did 7 airplanes in Q3 versus 6 in Q2 and 13 in Q1. Cessna has some surprising numbers here. There's 41 Skycatchers on their list versus 42 in Q2 and 19 in Q1 when they were just getting up and running. There's a fair assortment of Skyhawks, Skylanes, and Stationairs, and a lone Corvallis TT, because of course that airplane isn't in a significant production at the moment. The total for them overall, jets, pistons, the whole 9 yards, 165 airplanes for billings of $451 million and change, up significantly over Q2 and way up over Q1, both in terms of cash and overall numbers. Cirrus is down. Cirrus is 48 airplanes over Q2, which was 57, and Q1 was 61. Their dollars are holding somewhat steady, so they're apparently getting a little bit more expensive units out the door, and of course their prices have gone up, and that's going to ameliorate that number a little bit. Diamond seems to be holding rather steady under the circumstances. They've got 45 units out versus 50 for Q2, but 37 in Q1. And at the same time, the thing that's interesting is they're solid airplanes, the ones that have been their backbone, remain their backbone, with 18 DA-40s and 17 DA-42s. We're seeing a little bit of life from the Gibbs Aero folks, who got 2 GA-8 Airvans out the door versus 4 in Q2 and 2 in Q1. Hawker Beach got out 5 Bonanza G36s and 4 Barons in that period of time, but they got out 33 airplanes overall when you consider jets, turboprops, pistons, and the whole 9 yards. Their billables are down from Q2 and Q1. Pacific Aerospace shipped 2 PAC 750 XLs versus 3 apiece in Q1 and Q2. Some good news for Piaggio, which put out 4 units for a combined total of $28,780,000 versus 2 units in Q2 and 1 unit in Q1. So obviously John Bingham's getting the job done over at Piaggio. Pilatus, 14 PC-12s in Q3 versus 17 in Q2 and 8 in Q1. Dollars are up significantly, and on top of that, they seem to be holding steady with 39 units total for the year. One of the surprises, of course, is Piper holding steady and doing fairly well in some interesting parts of the market. A lone warrior in the group of 34 aircraft that they sold versus 33 in Q2 and 26 in Q1, showing improvement going through the year, both in terms of overall numbers and in billables. Meridian are 9 airplanes, Matrix 5, and Malibu Mirage 7, with a dozen piston twins between the Seneca 5 and the Seminole. So they're doing surprisingly well in that particular area compared to what the rest of the market has done. Quest Aircraft got 3 units out the door this quarter, 3 units out the previous quarter, and 2 units out in Q1. Finally, Cicada put out 10 ATBM 850s for a combined total of $33,470,000 versus 7 airplanes in Q2 and 5 airplanes in Q1. Overall, not the best of times, not necessarily the worst of times either. Some folks with a significant value proposition are holding steady, but some of the former darlings of the industry, Cirrus included, not only down but trending down. So we'll see what happens overall as we go into Q4. And a quarter that is both one of the toughest as well as one that has its own particular positives, i.e. end of year tax configurations and all as people make buying decisions in order to get things in before the start of the next fiscal year. For the Aero-News Network and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell, and we hope your numbers are better than what we're seeing lately. Take care.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
the DFC-90 all-digital attitude-based Autopilot delivers significant performance and safety improvements over previous generation systems. Its innovative flight envelope protection guards against autopilot-induced stalls, and the straight and level mode provides one-button recovery from unusual attitudes for an added measure of safety. Immensely popular within the Cirrus community, the DFC-90 is now being made available for a growing list of aircraft including Piper Matrix and Mirage, Cessna 182s, and Beech Bonanzas and Barons. Fly with confidence. Fly with DFC-90.